wanted to ask you about deliverables. Like, and this is something that people listening have to understand. I've been in post-production for 20 odd years. So I'm very well aware about deliverables. I've delivered over 50 features. I get it. I remember a time where deliverables were pretty stable. Like, it was pretty much the same kind of physical deliverables and things, but things are changing almost so rapidly. Like, first of all, 1080p is still the standard, right? You please put away the whole myth that 4K is an absolute necessity.
Okay. That is absolutely true. I would say the only thing that we don't take anymore is SD, or standard definition.
Correct.
Okay. It just doesn't look good on an 80-inch television. So
not so much.
No. And we feel bad about that because our first indie film is on SD and it looks awful.
I know. I put mine in the other day, and I was like, "Oh, ouch! Let me just at least blow it up to 720."
Right. Now, where it stands today, and this could change in 6 months, is that everyone except for Netflix will take HD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there are variations on HD. What we insist on getting is a 1920 by 1080 ProRes 422 HQ 2-channel stereo. That is our minimum and required format because everyone except for Netflix will take that. Netflix now does require 4K.
Really?
Yes. So you're not going on Netflix without 4K and professional sound.
Does it need to be 5.1 surround sound, or can it be stereo?
Yes. No, it needs to be 5.1. And this is another thing. The 5.1 that is required by most platforms is not a 6-channel 5.1. It's actually an 8-channel 5.1. And that's because in addition to the regular 5.1, it has 2 stereo tracks attached. That's 7 and 8 is left and right stereo. And the reason they want that file is because their software can detect what a user is going to play back, the movie on. So if you have a television and you have surround sound settings set, Amazon, for example, or iTunes can detect, they can have 5.1. But if they see that you don't have 5.1, then they're just going to deliver stereo to you. So that's why they want that 8-track, 8-channel stereo.
Very
5.1.
For right now, and in about 6 or 8 months, it could be 8K. I mean, we don't know. Like, things are changing so rapidly. I hope not too. Trust me. I did one of the most popular podcasts I ever had was "Don't Shoot in 4K," and people lost their minds. This is back in 2015. People lost their minds, and there was a rationale. Still, I mean, the world has just changed so much.
I think people should shoot in K, but they don't necessarily at the time have to finish in 2K.
Yeah, or not 2K, 2K,
4K.
Right, 4K. But now we're talking about cameras that have 12K that are affordable. We're talking about 8,000.
And that's great. And we're about to buy a new Red camera, and I think we're going to get 8K.
Sure.
And what's great about being able to shoot that is that in post you can recompose the frame, and that's an incredible option. So it can oftentimes save you from having to do a 2-camera shoot. Actually.
Oh, absolutely. I've gotten a lot of coverage shooting 4K, just even 4K and zooming in. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But as Werner Herzog says, when you reframe in post, it is the tools of the coward. Well, Werner, I'm sorry. We're all cowards.
Yes.